October. You probably know about Gila monsters, rattlesnakes, and all of those Arizona desert reptiles, but there's one you probably don't know about that only lives in one park in Phoenix and nowhere else. 12 News journalist William Pitts takes us there.
So this thing is called a carrot-tailed chuckwalla, and it only lives in one place in the entire world, South Mountain Park.
And we've had people come from England that have actually come looking for chuckwallas.
Not just any chuckwalla, which is a big lizard, but these chuckwallas, the carrot-tailed chuckwallas, which are named, well, you can see why they're named that. And South Mountain Park Ranger Samantha Nichols says they're everywhere in the park, but that's it.
Because they're only found here. Yeah, and it's Arizona's second largest lizard. Yeah, they're kind of cool.
And they are only found at South Mountain. And I think your next question is going to be, why are they orange-tailed? And that I am not entirely sure on.
That was going to be the next question, and it depends on who you ask. Game and Fish says it's probably a genetic quirk that just stuck around because chuckwallas don't really travel.
They're not going to go too far. And if they're very territorial, the males are, so they will defend their little territory.
And that's also why they're only found at South Mountain. They don't, and kind of can't, leave the park.
And chuckwallas rarely cross the intermediate flat area because it's dangerous for them. They're rock dwellers.
So they won't really venture into neighborhoods, and South Mountain Park's pretty well surrounded. They bite, but not hard. They don't eat meat. They only have tiny claws. The only thing they can do is crawl under a rock and puff themselves up so nothing can pull them out.
They have to live on rocks. They're completely adapted to rocks.
Cale Morris with the Phoenix Herpetological Society loves chuckwallas.
These are actually found only in Baja, California.
Like a lot.
He was raised from a baby. I raised him myself.
This one's a regular old chuckwalla, no red tail, because Cale isn't allowed to keep the carrot-tailed ones. No one is.
It's against the law to take them, and you can't make them as your pet or anything.
Because they are orange-tailed and unique, they present kind of a temptation to those who might want to collect these animals and keep them for themselves.
And don't think people don't try, because they do.
It's actually illegal to mess with them. If they go into a crack and they're puffing up, don't follow them. Don't try to pull them out of the crack. You will hurt them.
Even though you can't find them anywhere else, they're not the state reptile. They're not even the park's mascot, but they're all over the mountain. A little landlocked lizard that's all ours. William Pitts, 12 News.